Hello everybody, they call me News and I welcome you back to the Thaumaturge, where we're hanging out with our poetic chum, slash rival, slash it's complicated. And we've learned that he's got a flaw, and we want to try and find out more about that flaw, because that's bringing a Salazar to the area and causing all sorts of bother. We want that Salazar for ourselves. We're going to stroll around. It seems that finding out more about him is pointing in there or possibly out here. It's not entirely clear. But there's odds and sods around that we haven't looked at yet. Like a Cossack's hat. Trace belongs to a reckless man. And the damaged street lamp. That'll be those drunken fighting fools, probably, who are crawling all over that. I wonder if the reckless man is Danis, was it? One of the people that we fought in the bar? Maybe. But up here we find a bouncer. And perhaps not much else. So maybe both of our goals are pointing us back into Elysium. No, it is saying find out more about him by going this way. So maybe we can learn a bit more by going into this place.
Private party tonight, no riffraff.
Is there a problem?
I just work here. Tasha and the other girls are inside, not for foreigners. Do svidania.
Well, great job, Victor. What now? I'm happy to stand aside and watch as you wear yourself out. In your shoes, I'd pull a nasty prank on him to let us in.
Why not?
We could do that. Natasha's performance. The bouncer's not fond of strangers. Okay, we're apparently not suitable to see Natasha's performance. Maybe the bouncer wants to see Natasha's performance. A mug of warm beer that he's been sipping for a few hours. Yep. Bouncer friend is bored. I'd say Trace isn't unknown. It's going to be Bouncer, isn't it? But I guess we don't know that for sure. I'm not seeing any other signs of clues in the immediate vicinity. Although I've just noticed the red circle on the mini-map, so let's poke around a bit more. A broken bottle. No aggression, just stupidity. So that's this reckless man again. Bottled someone. So Lalek, the Salazar that we're dealing with, seems to be spreading across the district, pushing people to engage in stupidity and recklessness, which combined with booze, of course. Yeah. Causes all sorts of bother to everyone. I'm fairly sure it's my friend here who's got the floor, but we'll see.
I said I wouldn't let you in.
Okay, we can start a punch up, but there's more to learn.
Let's see.
He seems curious that we would return. We have found something. One of the dancers has a heart drawn around her. So, somebody does indeed yearn for this dancer, Natasha. Yeah. Let's see if the bouncer wants to pop in. Perhaps.
I said I wouldn't let you in.
Cool, we can make him make his move on Natasha.
Well, what are they staring at? Come on, Tasha's performance can't be missed. And I love watching her. Poyahal.
Fucking incredible! Well, I'll find a job for you with the shivs yet. Victor, my boy.
Wonderful. In we go. To the Russian bar.
This is what they call a private party?
Oh, hello.
What is this, a wake? Good thing we showed up. Double barrel for me. Actually, make that 2.
So here we are in the Lock, Stock and Barrel, where we find Danis, who I believe might have been that reckless man that we were looking for. Maybe he's the one with the flaw. A saber that belongs to Pasha. It's cared for. What have we over here? A letter to Danis. Engagement has been broken off by Olga. Okay, that's unfortunate. Anger, bitterness, suffering. So that could explain his general drunken recklessness that's drawn him into all sorts of chaos. This pistol belongs to him as well. Okay, he was considering murking himself, but chose not to. And a balalaika that also belongs to him. Sower of Chaos. Unpredictable, reckless Danis. He's torn by conflicting emotions. His behaviour stems from his broken heart, which has become his curse. It is he that Lelek has taken a fancy to, and it's his flaw that I need to identify. Very well. Can't seem to go upstairs. We could speak to Upir. We could speak to other individuals in the bar. Are these the other 2 that he was hanging out with? I think so. Let's speak to them first.
Look at her all over him. I'd know how to make the most of being so popular.
What do you want? Did I hear you talking about Danis?
Danis and babes.
He talks a lot, makes a big fuss around himself, but when push comes to shove, he leaves them hanging.
So them babes must like him.
Yeah, nothing for us to do except drink and enjoy one another's company.
How long have you all known each other?
You seem thick as thieves. Have you known each other long?
Since we were kids, we're all from the Don Host Oblast. Under Danis, we've traveled far and wide with the Russians.
Danis is your commander?
Da, Ataman.
You know Danis pretty well, right?
Yeah, what about it?
I take a professional interest in guys like him. You think I can ask you guys a couple of questions?
Let's see what you're after, wizard.
Okay, we can ask her out. Everything, really.
Danis had a fiancée, but she dumped him. How come?
You know, he keeps his feelings to himself. But it hurt him. That's what I think.
Maybe she got sick of waiting. She had her pick of men in the village.
And is that what made Danis so devil-may-care? A broken heart?
Sure. What would it be otherwise?
Who is Pasha?
Our buddy, from the same village as us, out past the Don River. We went through a lot together.
Pasha's dead. Leave it at that.
What actually happened to him?
We all stick close together. But when you're drunk, you get some weird ideas. That damned Shashka of Pasha's was a spoil of war. One time, Danis and Pasha got tanked and started playing Russian roulette for it.
So, Danis clearly won. But that little saber of Pasha's doesn't make him feel triumph, more like love and concern. He really looks after it.
Okay, so he cared a lot for Pasha. Don't play Russian roulette with people that you care for, kids. So Pasha's death could have contributed to this situation that we're now in.
I've heard Danis likes playing Russian roulette.
He's such a bonehead. He never thinks about the trouble he'll get himself into.
You'd better watch your head when he's around.
Who'd have thought that Danis was such a sensitive soul? Does he play the balalaika a lot?
Lately, he's been singing either about the Grim Reaper and Hellfire or rolling in the hay. You can keep up with it.
He goes too heavy on the tearjerkers for my taste. Any more questions?
Here's some truth for you guys.
You know what I think? You're not being straight with me.
What?
I think Pasha and Danis were more than comrades in arms and blood brothers. On top of that, I think that's why Danis' fiancée dumped him. People from your village kept giving her crap.
The fuck are you talking about? They were blood brothers, that's all. You'd love to find a buddy like that. Someone for better and for worse.
Calm down, I can see your faithful friends. I'd better go take a drag of Warsaw air.
If you like breathing through a straight nose, don't try any funny business.
Okay, we've learned a lot there. But what have we concluded from this? All sorts of suffering going on for old Danis. We could speak directly to him at this point, or we could speak to our Upir first. It's probably wise.
Danis doesn't think about what he's doing, and he doesn't care about the consequences, as if it's all in the name of fun. He couldn't cope with his broken heart, so he started tumbling further and further into the depths of chaos. It seems like Pasha was more to him than just a comrade and close friend. His death hit Danis like a train. Since then, his life's been nothing but irrational behavior and risk-taking. He's thumbing his nose at death. I think I'll accept the challenge. Time to figure out his flaw and catch Lelek. I wonder if he'll play Russian roulette with me.
Interesting. So, find the flaw or confront Danis. It's probably all the same, really, isn't it? I don't know if there's anything else we can learn, so let's go ahead.
Come on, don't make me beg. I'll fix up your head for no extra fee.
I'm in no hurry to go upstairs. I feel like a game. You up for one?
Me? Forget it. I have gorgeous hands. Everyone says so. You're not gonna carve them up with that shank.
What? You eavesdropping, magician?
Okay, we've got options here.
Lock, stock and barrel, or the London bar?
The demon's den!
Oh yeah.
You taking a fucking survey? Are you spying for Nijits?
Sheer curiosity. I work for nobody. I'm the one in charge of...
Devils, I know. Get out of here. I can't stand the sight of you.
He's not happy. Should we wind him up some more?
I found something that belongs to you. A letter. Is...
Hand that over. If you read it, you'll regret it. It's private.
Easy now, I just wanted to talk.
We don't have anything to talk about. Leave me alone.
Okay, I guess we're going all in. Tell him about Pasha.
You're sitting there so quietly. How about a little game? You play Russian roulette here, lads? Or are you too soft?
Ha! Think you're harder than me? I eat Russian roulette for breakfast. Let's play.
Did someone say Russian roulette?
Show us what a tough guy you are, pretty boy.
6 chambers, 1 bullet. Ready to start?
Wait, Victor. Let's play with mine.
It didn't look as though we'd doctored our own revolver in any fashion, so it shouldn't really matter. And it'll make our friend happy.
Yours would do too.
It will be more interesting that way.
We don't want Danis to distrust us.
Does this remind you of anything?
Oh, you playing too?
It was nice knowing you guys. And you, Victor. If fate so ordains, we'll speak in hell.
It's going to be
4 more.
a very quick game if there's 3 players.
We're starting round 2.
Is that how it was with Pasha? Do you wonder if you're going to wipe the remains of my brain off your face?
Shut your trap.
What? You shitting your pants? Gods of Chaos, watch over me.
Well then.
That's the end. We know what's waiting in the cylinder.
You brave enough to cross even that final boundary?
Enough, gentlemen. We were kidding around. Danis, there's nothing in there. I didn't load it.
Pasha ran out of luck and lost his Shashka, right?
You're lying, Nejits. You're all lying. You think I'm scared of death? The sight of me makes the Grim Reaper quake in his boots.
Well, go ahead.
Watch carefully.
You did go for it. But Lelek's not going to like that, probably, right?
Is that lovely song for me?
Or does Lelek not care and would just
Stop. I'm enjoying listening.
would move on to just the next person they can find that they can feed off? Either way, it's time. I don't think we can really improve because, yeah, we'd need 2 points to put anything in Deed or Heart, and the others are maxed out for now. But we can have a look at our abilities. I don't know if this is the time for this, but I've seen that there is a Chieve, because I like to browse Chieves, as long as they're not too spoilery. There is a Chieve for defeating people only using Suffering. But I don't think we'll worry about that now. Not in a fight like this. What have we unlocked recently? Powerful Mind. We've got Gamble there. Interrupt. Inflict damage. No, increases inflict damage. I think we'll just roll with what we've got with our build. Now this boy... doesn't have a lot of focus. But they also don't have a lot of health. So we could potentially knock them out with, like, say, a Doom. It's very slow though. What can Upir do? Slow 5 to 6, slow 8. Yeah, maybe. We just go for a bloody penance. And then we'll just go for some quick attacks. We just want this guy down. He didn't have any traits, did he? I failed to check that. We've lost a bit of focus. Okay, he doesn't have traits. He does. Now, action reaction plus Upir's attack should be enough to take him out. Pish. It wasn't, because Upir did less damage because he had less health at that point. He's on 1. That's unfortunate. Let's give him the quick attack again. Upir, you can attack that one. It's not really worth reducing his focus, I don't think, so we'll go for that. Yeah, we're taking damage. We should probably rebuild our focus with a strong attack. So, there's his trait disabled. We lose more focus. Our action was cancelled, that's unfortunate. We could use some health points back. So if Lelek could stop cancelling our actions. Pete's sake. Is that just going to keep happening? Do we have to just deal with this lad? Okay, now we've got 3 more, including a gunman. Well, a gun woman. So, I would like to get focus back though. You restore 4 HP each round. You're immune to new negative states. She hasn't got a lot of focus or health. So maybe we just break her down. And then we take her out. Now this guy, we could heal ourselves again, but we don't really need to. He's still not got much health. So maybe we give him bloody penance. Yeah, she got wrecked. We are bleeding. Okay. We are losing focus. I don't know if he's going to interrupt everything, so I do want to keep trying to restore my focus a bit if I can. That would also remove negative states from me. Let's go for that guy. Okay, we did get off a strong. We got some of our focus back. That's good. We don't want to get broken. And you've lost a bit of focus. That's great. But I don't know if you can be broken down. I don't know if that counts as a trait that is blocked by that. So maybe... Let's see. I'll give you a quick attack. We will just go ahead and inflict you with something. So now you're going to attack this turn. What if we break you down a bit with Upir? It'll slow you down a bit, won't it? Now I'll just give you a savage beating. Wonderful. We've acquired recklessness. Rasputin, are you around?
Of losing. Rasputin will tame you.
Okay. Our boy did, in
No
fact,
effect on me.
leave it empty.
The end will never come.
What are you talking about, Dennis? Let's get to drinking. The night's still young.
You don't understand. None of you. Leave me alone.
I don't want to hear another word. Get out!
Shut it, Selim. Or I'll find a loaded piece and shoot you dead. Give me a second. To get my thoughts together. I have to.
Okay, so that one's locked because we either lack the Dimension Force or a Salator. We've got at least 2 points in Word, so it's just because we don't have the Salator in it. So let's let him find solace in mourning. That seems like a nice thing to do.
Let yourself feel the pain that's consuming you. You need it.
Pasha, I'm sorry. I haven't mourned you.
Dennis, pull yourself together. Come on!
No, Selim, I have to. You too as well. Forgive me. I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry. Don't say anything. No words are necessary.
Seems to me we should drink a toast to the dead.
Dennis, we are your brothers forever, till the day we die.
Come on, let's leave these scoundrels alone. We've got stuff to talk about. What a poetic experience. I can feel it in my bones, as if I were part of something grand, you know?
You carry an unloaded revolver?
Anybody can pull a trigger. I use it to smash heads. And balls.
Obviously.
But tell me, did you catch the little sprat?
Yeah, I did. But it wasn't easy. It still isn't.
Was it worth it?
I don't know. At least now it won't be Lelek deciding Danis's fate. And that's always a good thing.
Anything that lets you sleep at night, friend.
Forget sleep. Now I need hypnosis. Thanks for today, Abodice.
Oh no, hold on now. The night will end when I say so. Come here.
Go on then.
What do I care? Lead the way.
Well, yeah, I get that. At the end of the day, what heals the body and soul better than a double vodka, eh? 4. To us, to you, to vodka. Show her your demon, Victor. Just not on my shoes. Victor, boy. Maybe you aren't at all such a prick as Sataniswa was.
Maybe we're not.
"99 bottles standing on the wall."
Hey!
Yeah, our Vix is not that stuck up. Doesn't mind a drink with an old chum.
Well, hello, Sleeping Beauty.
My head's about to explode. What the hell are we doing in front of my house?
The front steps got the better of you. But Victor, to hell with that. What a night we had. Admit it. If you're looking for fun, do it with Niedzic.
It was good fun.
Well, I admit, it was quite...
Quite schmite. It was spectacular. And we both know it.
We'd better get away from here, if Ligia finds us.
Ligia! And by what fault do your eyes burn red, hot, while your mouth is like honey? You trust overmuch in my virtue?
I see you're looking after our good name, brother.
I could say... I'm not going to be rude to Ligia. Although you'd think she'd cut some slack after we've been to Father's funeral. We should be allowed a night on the piss.
Forgive me. It won't happen again.
It won't. I'll make sure of that.
I can assure you, my darling sister, that next time I'll make it all the way to the door.
Can you make it home from here, or do you need a hand?
But those 5 rubles, remember?
I don't remember that.
5? What the hell do I owe you that much for?
My dear friend, I can't answer that question in the company of a lady.
Warsaw whores aren't that expensive. You two got bilked.
Victor, with each word, I find your sister more and more impressive. One way or another, I wouldn't like to have you as a creditor.
I don't have the cash right now.
If I needed a loan, it was because I'm broke.
Then go fish around at home. A gold watch of Satanisław's would come in handy. He doesn't care anymore.
Satanisław? Here, from now on you can cover your own tabs. Maybe you'll even start paying for your own telegrams. And now, pardon me, but I have things to do in life. Once you've dragged yourself home, brother, I'd like a word with you.
All right, don't worry about it now. We'll have a chance to meet up. Next time, you're buying.
Next time?
Oh, gods.
So you think I'm done with you? One night like this is too little for us to be squared up. I know not why others stare, lest it's at our drinking fair.
I need to see Rasputin.
So, yeah, Rasputin, because our perception is weakened, we need to tame our Salator. Oh yeah, we got the view to admire. That was one of our points of interest, wasn't it? Seems that hasn't fallen off the list yet, so that's good. We can still go and visit the Loan Shark's place, which we wanted to do. And yeah, we've still got a lot of waypoints and stuff to gather. And possibly a side quest? Please come to the cemetery immediately. Urgent matter. Well, we were going that way anyway to speak to Rasputin, so... I assume that is just a side quest. Let's see. Yeah, good. So Rasputin's a main quest. The tailor is a main quest. So we'll leave the tailor as long as possible. And we'll try and wander around and find some points of interest, of which we appear to have 3 more in this area. Do we know the name of this area? We're in the northern section. And if we have a look at our points, does it tell us where they might be? Riverbank? No, it doesn't. Oh yeah, it does at the bottom there. I was looking in the main thing. So the church is in this area. And Green Square is in this area. There's Green Square. Makes sense. Ice cream? I eat 5 scoops at once. Damn right. I love a good ice cream. And now that I'm an adult, it doesn't matter if I drop ice cream. I don't need to cry about it. I can just go and buy another one. That's the best thing about being an adult, is the increased availability of ice cream. Now, is this the church? It looks large. There's a memorial type thing. That's another point. I'm getting all the points. And that does appear to have been the church, even though it didn't really look all that much like one. A little bit of music. A curious instrument indeed. And then there was one more point, wasn't there, that the game was advising us about right now, and that's down here. Ah, it's another of these. Vienna Station. Which is definitely not in the north. There's a hell of a lot of points in the south. So we should definitely crack on with those at some point. I suppose if I'm not in the middle of a main quest at the end of this episode, then that's the sort of thing I could do in between episodes rather than just running about and clicking on things. But we should be good to go to Rasputin. There is the possibility, of course, that I accidentally pick up another main quest like we did last time. But hopefully we can evade that. And there's a man with a violin. Doing a wonderful job with it. Cemetery Merchant.
Get a steak for when your life is at stake. Make any vampire quickly retire. An aspen steak for you, sir? Premium wood, carved at midnight on the solstice. They're cheap.
Do they work?
Vampires? I don't think so.
What do you mean? The dead rising at the cemetery? They must be vampires.
Vampires are salutors attracted by blood and sizzling passion. There's nothing interesting for them among the dead.
It's what people believe that matters.
And what about the rest of your goods?
The steaks are exquisite, I must admit. What else do you sell?
Holy icons, miraculous Marys, salt.
Table salt?
Consecrated, but the steaks, I tell you, sir. Ever since they buried the magician, they've been selling like hotcakes. Anyone with some sense buys them.
Do you believe in all of this?
I believe in money. And if people are willing to buy a stick out of fear, then who am I to argue?
Now, about that magician you mentioned.
This buried magician, is it Shulsky?
I think so. It makes no difference to me what his name was.
For him, steaks are not enough. We need to call the Pope.
Don't tell anyone or I'll lose my livelihood.
Goodbye. I hope the vampires don't take revenge on you.
They have no interest in me. I'm anemic. Please, tell your friends. On Wednesdays, I sell 4 steaks for the price of 2.
Good man. He's an entrepreneur, for sure. Hot chocolate. I'll definitely have a bit of that. Delicious. Now, which way was it to Rasputin? Up here. Round the corner. Now, what do you have to say, flirtatious woman?
Hello.
Indeed. Fanciable.
Up close. I would even say a solid 8, wouldn't you?
I don't know. We'll see when he turns around.
Blimey.
May I ask what you ladies are doing?
What everyone does. We're evaluating.
I mean, my jacket's kind of in the way.
It is.
But yeah, they seem to approve.
Will you show us something more?
A solid 8?
You know, on a scale from 1 to 10, you look quite spiffy, sir.
Why are you schmoozing with some sucker who's already suited and booted for his own funeral? And you, lousy fop, got an itch in looking for some philandering at the Marble Orchard, are you?
6, 5.
0. There's nothing here for you. Mr. 8 got some you-know-what, so he caught our eye. And vice versa, I can tell.
Get ready for some shellacking, lads. We got a dandy looking for some extra ventilation. And, as luck would have it, not too far from the orchard either.
Sir, you have the unique opportunity of becoming a 10.
Wonderful. It's a punch-up. Now, attack with Upier to disable. Need Dimension Force Mine 5 to disable. Well, we don't have that. This could be tricky. Attack with Bukovac to disable. And we can't actually improve our Thaumaturgy anymore, can we? Well, we could put more points into here. Debilitating Wound, Cast Suffering, and permanently increases health points by 2. Ah, but until we visited Rasputin, we can't upgrade anything. Okay. Can we change anything in here? We could put Bloody Rejuvenation on something, but let's see. I'm just wondering if this is a good fight for suffering on everyone. Maybe. I don't think attacking with Upier will stop the chi from popping. but I could be wrong. Because I'm thinking we attack that guy just to get rid of his trait. And then as for ourselves, we could focus that guy. Because we can't use physical attacks that will do damage. Ah, we could afflict him with suffering. We don't need Bukovac to inflict people with suffering. It's just something that he can do. Now, have we got the health to survive a fight like this? So, Bukovac. Okay, so actually maybe we shouldn't have suffered that guy. We should have suffered one of the others. But this one maybe we can give agony to. Middle guy is just going to survive for a while, but the others can suffer for a bit. Middle guy, we will give an old wound to. And then what can Bukovac do? Can we stack multiple sufferings on people? We might be able to, in which case this guy needs them all because he's resistant to a lot of damage. But we're also taking a beating. It's kind of awkward. Yeah, this might not have been the right fight for this sort of thing. Now what could I do to defend myself a bit? The others have got high focus. I think we might just lose this fight if we try what I'm doing here and now. Okay, so that guy's definitely going down. But we're taking, what? A bullet this round. And that's all. So maybe. Maybe we're alright. Because we can survive that bullet. There we go, 2 lads went down. This one is going to attack. And he's going to deal 6 to 9 damage. That's unfortunate. So we are probably dead. Unless we divert, we've got a chance of slowing this guy down. And we did. We slowed him down. We might survive. Wonderful. We got the Chief. Oh no, we got achieved for winning a fight with fewer than 6 HP. But we didn't get achieved for beating everyone with just suffering. Interesting. Very well. Ladies? Wonderful. They think I'm a 10. That's the main thing. Now let's go and speak to our friend.
Mr. Shitsky.
Is Rasputin here?
Sadly, yes.
Pretty sure my name's not Shitsky. There's my friend. A decorative fan. For Anelia. Complaining about her failing health and psyche. But let's speak to Rasputin before we worry about any perception gubbins.
It's good to see you. Unless I'm mistaken and you've come with something unpleasant.
Need a bit of hypnosis, my friend.
Actually, I don't feel great.
Let's see what you've brought with you this time. Close your eyes and focus on my words. Concentrate on my voice. Relax and focus within yourself. Follow my voice inside yourself. Where is he?
I don't see him, but I can sense.
There he is.
So that's how you want to play.
That chirping of his is unbearable.
Do you hear him? Good. That means you can locate him. Point him out to me. Focus on his song and show me where he's hiding. You have him.
He's a little cutie.
You look better. You slept a long time.
Yes, it feels that way. What year is it?
Still 1905. Yet time flows on inexorably.
Well, thank you, my friend.
No, I won't bother you. We can talk next time.
The Narazinski door is always open to you.
Wonderful. So we got more points. And he's a mind lad. So we can now upgrade mind, as I was hoping to do. Thoughtful development inflicts damage. So yeah, it's a big strong attack. Additional armor. Lowers damage taken from every attack by 4. And then we can reduce inflicted damage by 50%. Okay. So we're making progress. And now we can perceive things again. A perfume bottle. Gifted by Rasputin to his hosts. Most likely there's a suggestion that you might try to conceal his intense odour. And he's like, no, if I smell, deal with it. So they're quite prosperous. They're friends in high places. And he's taking care of Anelia. Right then. That's just fine and dandy. Anelia doesn't wish to speak with us at all. Guess there's probably nothing else going on anywhere else in this house right now. So we find ourselves back out in the street. But this does feel like it would be a good time to wrap up. So what I think I will do is I'm going to go to the southern area. And I'm just going to wander around and find all of the various viewpoints and such. And maybe pick up some more whilst I'm there, I'm not sure. But I'm just going to do a bunch of walking around and clicking on things. And then next time, we'll come back to the cemetery, I think. And we will see what we can do by chatting to the gravedigger. Until then, thanks for watching, friends.